Hey everyone, in today's Saturday race tips, I look at races at Bendigo and at the Rosehill Gardens. Finally, the take two of the Golden Slipper Day will occur today. So let's get straight into ones at Bendigo first and leave the heavy stuff till later. Race 7, the Priest Bendigo Guineas. Number 7, I've got Mozzie Monster. Barrier 10, Michael D on board, and it's currently backed, Mozzie Monster, at $7.50. So that's pretty good odds if you are taking a punt in race 7 for the Bendigo Guineas. Number 8 is going to be hard to beat, Anavisto, which is the favourite, Jamie Carr on board, and it's got Barrier 7. But if I needed to choose one, I reckon Mozzie Monster can beat the favourite and get the win. Race 8 is the Golden Mile. It's a 1,600 metre race. Number 4 will have a good run, which is the Candyman. Barrier 9, Ben Allen on board. Or number 13, High Stranger. Bo Merden's on board. And High Stranger has been in ripper form lately. It won at Echuca on the 7th of March in a 1,400 metre race. And I think High Stranger will have the extra 200 metres in it to get the win. So if I needed to choose one, I'd stick with number 13, High Stranger, to win. Race 9, the No Fuss Event Higher BM78 Handicap. And it's a 1,300 metre race. I've got number 10, Zushak, who I think will have a nice run, who's got barrier 11. But it's going to be hard to beat number 11, Ferretti. It won on the 10th of March at Sandown in a 1,400 metre. So the length of the race is no troubles for Ferretti. Barrier 6, pretty much the central barrier, and Jamie Carr on board. So yeah, Ferretti, by the time the race runs, I think it'll be the favourite because it's at low odds and it's like about around that $4 mark. So it should go into, I think it'll go into about $3.10, about there. Race 7. No, excuse me. Race 7 is the Golden Slipper, but we'll get to that a bit later on. So that, is a little intro into the Rosehill Gardens. So we'll go to the Rosehill Gardens, take 2 of the Golden Slipper. Obviously, last week it was rescheduled due to the heavy, wet conditions at the track. Today it's 27 degrees, cloudy and sunny at the Rosehill Gardens. So hopefully there is no rain at all, because I really want this day to go ahead because it's such a wonderful race day. And we'll start off with race 1, the Derby Munro Stakes. It's a 1,200 metre race, and Prague number 1 has been scratched earlier this morning. So it leads me to go to my second and third pick, which is number 6, Isotope, barrier 7, wonderful 3-year-old filly, and she's got Ryan Maloney on board today. Or number 8, Marbusha. It won at Flemington on the 6th of March. It won in the Ignitas Stakes, which was a 1,100 metre. And I think it definitely has the extra 100 metres in her. And, with Kieran McAvoy on board to get her over the line, I think Marbusha can have a good run and potentially win the Munro Stakes. If not, of course, my other pick in Isotope. Race 4 is the Ranvet Stakes, the 2,000 metre. Well, gee, you look at the form and these 2 horses just continue to impress me. Number 6, Very Elegant, barrier 1, 5-year-old mare James McDonald on board. Or number 7, its arch rival in Colette, barrier 6, 4-year-old mare and Hugh Bowman on board. 2 wonderful jockeys on board for 2 wonderful horses. And these 2 horses battled it out in the 2021 Chipping Norton Stakes. And gee, what a finish that was when Very Elegant snatched it from Colette in the dying stages of the race. But I think Colette might get up in this one. I just think she might snatch the win. It's a 1,600 metre race. That was the Chipping Norton. This is a 2,000. So 400 metres is a massive difference in the race. And I think Colette's got it in her to press and push and get over the line and snatch it from Very Elegant. But gee, Very Elegant's going to put up a real fight. I'm staying away from number 1, which is the favourite, Adape. I'm not taking him. And I'm sticking to 6 and 7, Very Elegant, and Colette. It's going to be a ripper finish if it's anything like the Chipping Northern Stakes earlier in the year. Race 5 is the Rosehill Guineas. I've got number 1, Lions Roar, barrier 12, Brenton Abdullah on board. I think Lions Roar will go alright. It's about around that $7, $8.50 mark, so good odds. Or number 15, Montefilia, barrier 10, Jason Collette on board, and I think Montefilia, I'd say it has pretty good odds going into this race. It's currently backed around that $7 mark, so good odds if it wins, and both these horses will have great runs. Race 6 is the George Ryder Stakes. I've got number 2, Avilius, barrier 6, so it's pretty much the central barrier in the race. Nash Rawiller on board, so I think Avilius will have a good run. Number 13, Fun Star. She is wonderful. Barrier 1, Tommy Berry. Fun Star is a magnificent horse and he'll have a really good run. Or you've got the old boy, number 1, Colding. Barrier 13, Hugh Bowman on board. Chris Waller, the trainer. You look at these 3 horses, 3 terrific horses, 3 terrific jockeys, and it's going to lead to a terrific race in the end. You look at that, Rawiller, Berry, and Bowman, Avilius, Fun Star, and Colding. And I think Colding will snatch a place. I think he'll get around 2nd or 3rd. If I needed to choose a winner, I'd stick with Avilius to win the race, to win the George Ryder Stakes. So it leads us to race 7. The biggest race of the day, the Golden Slipper, the 1,200 metre Golden Slipper. $3.5 million up for grab. And who's going to take it out? Well, here's my picks. Number 2, Profiteer. It's going to be hard to beat the 2-year-old boy. No, got barrier 5. It's currently the favourite, Hugh Bowman on board. Can Hugh Bowman get back-to-back wins? Obviously, last year winning on Farnan in the Golden Slipper. Can he go back-to-back and add another one under his belt? Or can it be number 3, Artorias, barrier 13? Gee, he's a wonderful boy. Luke Curry on board. Can he win his first Golden Slipper in his career? Or can it be Nashra Wheeler, who's on number 13, 4 moves ahead, who's got barrier 10, and Nashra Wheeler, obviously this can be his 2nd Golden Slipper to win, obviously winning in 2012 on that wonderful boy called Piero. Gee, it's going to be a magnificent race. There's my picks. If I had to choose one, I'd stick with number 3, Artorias, and I'd stick with Luke Curry to get that first Golden Slipper to his name. Gee, there's a lot of money up for grabs. It's going to be a magnificent day for racing. Hopefully the weather holds off and it just goes on from there. Guys, if you are taking a punt, there's my picks. Hope you got something out of it, and got a few tips and picks. If you are taking a punt, please, as always, gamble responsibly, and good luck.